back to another episode of I Got Big Balls. Pause.
Why is you laughing? You shouldn't have smoked.
Say the pause.
Pause.
I got big balls. Hey, 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 hey. I got big balls. Hey, 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 hey. I got big balls. Hold up one time, do it. Hold up one time, ball it. Hold up one time, do it. Hold up one time.
Hey, once again, it's Lauren. It's your boy E1 Don signing on. Salute. That's E1DON on all social media. Just add the salute if you're rocking on, I believe it's X now. It used to be Twitter, but I don't really be on there. X is a dangerous platform right now. It's a lot of, you gotta check your settings on X. You gotta check your settings because I be on X too, but I'm saying I can't give you that handle. I gotta go to the public handle. You don't need to worry about the other. And as always, so it's brought to you by CrunchTime TV. That's the new website is mycttv.com. See, we got us a .com coming back, you know what I mean? New year, got some new things lined up, got some new gear on the way. You know, got the Big Balls Paws hoodies in season, you know what I mean? And we have live hip hop daily. That's a lot of great content, a lot of great shows, and this is one of them. I got Big Balls Paws. We got more cereal. We're soon to have more guests, and we always got more bowls. And then I got my homie, my new co-host, potentially. We trying to get her in here. You got Sky Terrell in the building.
Hey.
On your social media.
No. You should have told me I was supposed to talk. Okay, so I thought I was supposed to be here looking cute. IG at I am Sky Terrell, SKYE. Twitter, probably the same thing. If it's not, it's just Sky Terrell. TikTok, all the same stuff.
TikTok,
I am Sky
still
Terrell.
gonna be around.
We'll see. We'll see. Just follow me on TikTok. I don't have but like 5 posts, but we good.
Yeah. So we know we're gonna be doing some different things this year, whatever. Sometimes we're gonna have some interviews. Sometimes we just might have some conversations over some cereal. So this is gonna be one of them days. We got some interesting things that I want to talk about for one, and we got some new cereal, some stuff that I ain't never really seen before. I ain't really been looking though. Even though, you know, I always keep an eye out. It seemed like the shelves was really packed around the holiday season. They kind of regular right now. It's like regular flavors. And they supposed to be banning red number 3. That should be interesting for the community. Are we going to red number 4 now? Like, was there another red that we can use? Because
I'm not sure.
They really don't like red number 3.
They don't like yellow number 5 either, so we won't see.
How do you get to the next number, the next elevation of the color?
I'm gonna Google that. I'm definitely gonna Google that.
You know what I mean? So definitely, if you're on YouTube, make sure you guys are like, subscribing, you know, leave some comments, let us know what type of cereal you want to see, what you want to see us eating, as long as it's cereal based, infused, maybe. But yeah, anyway, I got my homie here. I wanted to talk about therapy. You know what I'm saying? I think we both had our rounds. Because, you know, I haven't been here in a while, so, you know, we all have our ups and downs in life, so sometimes you got to kind of get out of your head and just kind of get in emotion with things. I feel like a lot of times physical exercise is also key with mental health as well. You know, it seems like when you got that good regimen in the gym, you be feeling good, everything's going good. Then it's like when you stop, it's like, I don't even feel like doing nothing. So, you know, I'm talking about therapy and just overall mental health. Like, what's your take on just like even getting into therapy? What was your first experience, or what made you feel like, yeah, I'm gonna try it?
Try going to see a therapist, or just trying to get better for myself?
Either or.
Okay.
Go to both. Start with one, then go to the other.
When I went to go see a therapist, I was having, in my head, I thought I was going downhill. I couldn't get out of bed. I got into a car accident.
Right.
I was out of work for like 3 or 4 months. Got into a relationship that was starting to fail, so got out of the relationship all at the same time. So laying in the bed every day, didn't want to work out, didn't want to even get up.
Right.
And then it just got bad. So I'm like, okay, let me go see a therapist. Let me call somebody, find somebody.
But like, what made you even say like? I mean, is it just that I feel like there's a different kind of stigma with social media. We got a lot more people talking about the benefits of it. Is that like something that was in the background of your head? Like,
I got a friend who said maybe you should. So that maybe you should kind of was like, she always lets me know what I need to do without telling me I need to go do it.
right.
Yeah, thanks.
Gotta plant that seed.
Right.
sometimes.
So it was like, maybe you should. And she had been saying it for a minute. But even before I had got out of work. And then when I literally was out of work and I felt like, okay, I can't move. I don't want to eat. I don't want to do nothing but sleep all day. And it was becoming to the problem where I was just laying around all day. Yeah. I went and called. I found somebody. And I wanted somebody like me. I wanted a woman. I wanted a black woman. I mean, I'm black. I am.
No doubt.
But I did want a black woman who was not too old, but not too young. Somewhere around my age, if not maybe 10 years or so.
Something related.
Like, yeah, so when I went, I found her. Like, I found somebody that wasn't far. So, and this was before COVID, so you could actually go inside a place
Right.
and
Sit on the sofa.
virtual.
I never got the chance to sit on the couch. My
Really?
stuff started after COVID.
Okay, so well, I got in there and I'm like, you know, I sit on the couch and I plop myself down and she's sitting there, legs crossed, notepad out, glasses on, and I'm like, do I lay down? What do I do? She's like, whatever you feel comfortable doing. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna sit here. And then she said, let's talk. What do you want to talk about? I said, I don't know. Like, I called you. You're supposed to be the therapist. Give me a topic. Let's start somewhere. Let's start with my daddy or something.
Right.
Do I have daddy issues?
Right.
But I just started talking. She was like, well, what made you call me? And I started talking. I was like, well, I'm out of work. I'm doing this. I just got out of a relationship. And then she just pinpointed on the relationship. And then we went there. And then it was... From there, I was just the first day though. I was in that boohoo crying. I was messed up. And she was like, "Okay, I mean, we got stuff to work on." And she gave me homework every time that we finished talking. And after a couple, I think I was there maybe 6 weeks, every 1 week or 2 weeks. She was like, "Well, you've gotten what you wanted out of it. Do you want to keep coming?"
Right.
And I'm like, "Oh, you fixed me. No, I'm good."
Right.
Yeah, you're never really good.
Right.
Never.
It's an ongoing process.
Yes. But that was my first time. And then COVID hit, everything became virtual. I decided to change therapists. I think I changed insurance company.
Right.
Ended up getting this real older lady, didn't too much like her. So I saw her maybe once virtually and that was it for me. Then I kind of quit therapy. But I ended up going back recently and I found the very first lady again. So
Okay.
and
Same lady you had originally.
Yep. And the only reason I went back this time, I feel like therapy, especially in the black community, is shunned upon.
Right.
And I think that everybody needs somebody to listen to, especially an unbiased person. You can talk to your friends, you can talk to your mommy, you can talk to your boyfriend, you can talk to anybody around you. Everyone's gonna have a viewpoint of where your life should be, what you're doing good, what you're doing bad. So you just really need somebody who is not attached to you in any kind of way,
Right.
just wants to see you better, but really better to you, what
Right.
that looks like to you.
And I think there's a difference between like opinions and tools. Like
Right.
a lot of people can offer you opinions, but they can't necessarily offer you tools to kind of work through what you may be going through. And that was kind of my experience too. Like my first time doing it, I was like laying it all on the table. I was like, "Yo, this is everything." Like,
Fix it now.
but you know, sometimes talking it out is like let you know it's not really always as bad as you think it is, and sometimes it can be like for me, it was like hearing it out loud. Like some of these thoughts that I want to say, it's like hearing it out loud in a way like, okay, I do sound a little bit ridiculous.
Right.
It's like talking to
Like,
somebody else.
that's what's bothering
You're
me.
right. And I also think it's important to have somebody outside of family and friends that you talk to, because sometimes, like therapists, they know what to do with the information. So it's like sometimes you could be like having, even if it's like a relationship problem, like say you're having a problem with it and you go to your sister about, yeah, he did this, he did that, But then y'all figure it out, y'all make up, but she's still on. He did that, and she's not
bring
gonna.
it up.
Yeah, she's not necessarily gonna let it go. She's like, hey, oh, you still doing? And he did, and it's like, yeah, but we, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a little bit different when you talk to somebody outside, especially that's a professional. And most therapists have therapists too, because I be asking my therapist like, yo, I know I'm dumping. Like, who do you talk to? You gotta have somebody to talk to. But a lot of therapists that I've talked to said that that's kind of like requirement for them to have somebody to talk to as well. So I kind of decompress. So I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, I think it's something. Also, I thought it was important for me to do it in my household, show that it was okay. Like,
Right.
so now it's like, it's okay for the wife to do it or my daughters to do it. So they were like, okay, it's just okay for dad to do it. And I mean, maybe it's not so bad, or just trying to set that example that it's okay to talk to somebody. Like, in my travels and reading and understanding, it's like everybody's going through something. Like, it doesn't matter what it is, who it is, and it's like trying not to take anything personal. So when people come at me, I'm like, damn. I'm not taking that. I'm not gonna let you give that to me because I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to offload some stuff, and I'm not the person for it. You know what I mean? That's where therapy comes involved. Like, and I think it should be like, honestly, it should be something that we get for free. Like, it should be like something that, like, we're supposed to be so advanced as a culture now. We're still like acting like certain things in our history didn't happen, and we don't understand that trauma can be passed down through generations. Like, we already know the science on that, and so why don't we have certain programs in place to make sure that these people have the tools to heal in a proper way?
I do think like employers, they do give you like, if they have employer relations departments, they do try to give you those first 3 sessions, but at the end of the day, 3 sessions ain't really nothing. Because the first session, they're trying to feel you out. The second session, you're trying to feel them out. By the third session, then you finally get somewhere with the issue or feeling comfortable enough to talk. It's over, and then you just got to start paying for them. But I do agree that healthcare in the U.S., like, we need to do something a little better.
There should be a lot more programs in place. Like, in my job, they're getting better now because now they got like 16 sessions a year, but the way a lot of insurance or a lot of employers do it is per problem. Like, you could come in.
Right. Yeah.
You can keep resetting the amount of sessions you get with the different issues.
But it's got to be a different problem, or your therapist has to understand that they have to feel it as a different problem.
Yeah, this is something separate. You know what I'm saying? I had a problem with that. Now I have a problem with this. We need to talk again. Like, it's not working out for me. One of my most helpful moments, I think, I was like really feeling like a way. I was like calling an emergency session. I was like, yo, I need to talk to you. Like, hey, I know we're supposed to talk in a couple of weeks, but I need to talk to you today, like right now. And I'm sitting there on the thing, it's virtual, and so I'm sitting in like the little waiting room, and I can see me on the camera, and I'm just like thinking about everything I'm finna tell her. And she never showed up. Like, she had actually an emergency. I think her mom might have died, something crazy. Like, she had an issue too. And I'm sitting there just looking at myself, and I'm working through everything I want to say to her, and then I hear it, and it's like, oh, like, I'm tripping. I was like, I don't even need to call no more. It's like I kind of figured out how to work it out. And then by the time we was done, I haven't seen her in a while. And I've been kind of thinking about going back, because almost like I don't feel like I need it, but it's like a general maintenance thing.
Yeah.
You know
I was like, yeah, it's one of them when you detox.
Yeah.
You don't detox every day, but you detox every once in a while.
But I almost feel like if I say I need to talk to her, it's like, oh, something's up. Like, it's like, what's going on? Like, why you need to talk to your therapist again? It's like, nah, I think we should have that, you know what I mean? And especially if you got access to it for free through some sort of insurance or healthcare, then you definitely should be taking advantage. And also understanding that therapists are people, so you might not find the right one right away. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like dating. You gotta kind of feel it out and see what makes sense for you. So
I went through 4 of them.
Yeah.
And I went back to the same one from 2019. Like, and I kept calling her, hey, you accept this insurance? No. Like, damn, I'm just gonna have to wait another year.
Tell me which one you accept so I can
Right,
know
so
at
I
the end
can-
of the year.
And that's what I did last year before my insurance changed over, because the job, employers, they raise the rates all the time. But the rates went up drastically. So I called her, I'm like, hey, I'm trying to get this little cheap insurance plan. Do you take it? She was like, yeah, I take that. Bet. I will be there because I'm tired of charging $150 a session.
Yeah.
So I would get on there and be like, I know you're rich. You got me for an hour to book me for $150. But she always was laughing, and the therapist I go to, she's real spiritual. So if you don't believe in that and you don't want that, then she ain't the right one for you. But at the end, she'll be like, well, can I pray for you? I'm like, how's your relationship with God? Like, is it good? And she's like, yeah, I got you. So at the end of the session, it's like, for 30 seconds, she's over there, dear Heavenly Father, and all that extra stuff. So I'm like, yeah, I'll take it. I'll take all the help.
Where's your tip jar at?
I need that. Nah, just make sure my insurance pays for that one.
Yeah, I kind of got lucky. I got a referral from a friend of mine, and older black woman, but I could, you know what I'm saying, like, especially for like black men, it's like we're kind of, depending on how you was brought up, it's like we're used to black women taking care of us or telling us what to, you know what I'm saying. So it was like, I could listen to her in a way because I was like straight up with her, so, and she was like straight up with me. But sometimes I almost felt like she was enjoying it a little bit too much. Like I could just tell the look on her face. She was like, "What you got today?" And she got the popcorn already. Like, and what?
Mine, they're like. I'm like, man, don't laugh. I'm not joking. She was like, but why are you saying it so funny? I'm like, this is real life. But man, I used to go in. I used to call people names, all kinds of stuff. And she was like, well, you don't have to use their real names. So I'll be calling them like, you remember Ninja Turtle? And she'll be like, yeah. I'm like, okay, cool. It's in your notes. Ninja Turtle this.
Yeah, so definitely you guys check into that. I think it's a good idea, and make sure you find what's right for you. Though, I always tell people like life is a custom experience. Like, so you kind of got to design it the way you want to experience it, and then sometimes people be all in your business or worried about, and that's always going to be weird. Like, why are you worried about what they want to experience? As long as their experience is not interfering with anyone else's experience, let them do them. You know what I mean? Like, but a lot of people, I don't know. It's just kind of weird to me. So, but anyway, about to get to some cereal, and this portion of the show, as always, brought to you by mycttv.com, where you can get you some merch and some gear. We got some new ideas. I don't know about the idea. I mean, I don't even want to say it out loud, but it's a very plausible idea, depending on who's wearing it.
You talking about my idea?
Very plausible idea, depending on who's wearing it.
You just have to have some good assets. That's what you're trying to tell.
A whole other story for a whole other time. But I got something special today, and I want to see. We never really talked cereal in a while, or ever. I'm not sure. I don't know what your favorite cereal is. Matter of fact, we're all new here. What's your favorite cereal? I'll get into mine too.
Okay, so I have two, because one is newer and one is old, like old school from when I was young.
Let's hear it.
So my old school favorite cereal is Golden Grahams. You can eat it dry, you can eat it with milk, you can eat it with
treats.
You put some water in that thing and still eat it, right? But the newer cereal, it's Apple Jacks with marshmallows.
It's interesting.
Yeah. They got a Fruit Loops on marshmallows. It's not bad, but it's not no Apple Jacks with marshmallows.
I don't know what the marshmallow crop is, whatever crop that they use to make marshmallows. But I noticed when I was doing the cereal runs, like, there would be a time of the year when everybody had marshmallows in the cereal. It was like, I'm like, do they just have an abundance of marshmallow right now?
I'm not sure, but them little hard marshmallows, pause. Them things were good.
Dope. And And also, my all-time favorite is Frosted Flakes. I like Frosted Flakes with the banana sliced up in them. That's what I'm gonna go to when it's my turn to eat bowls.
I got a question though, because I've seen it. You add more sugar to it? Okay, I've seen people add more sugar to it. Yes.
That's crazy.
I'm like, are they?
I'm not saying you're
frosted?
crazy. I'm saying that's crazy to me. They already like, you know, if they cornflakes, that's one thing, but Frosted Flakes
Right.
with sugar is crazy.
Right. Okay.
Cool. But I feel like I'm gonna say something else, but I forgot. So we're gonna get to the cereal right now. Let me get a little drum roll. Let's see. Keep drumming. Keep drumming. We got glazed donut holes from Frosted Flakes. Pause.
Balls.
Glaze is genius. Glizzy. We got the glizzy.
Man, I
Frosted
haven't
Flakes.
been in a store in a minute. I have never
I remember
even
when I
seen that.
Right. This is crazy. Glazed original. So I want. It's not in association with Krispy Kreme or nothing.
No.
They just got the glazed donut holes from Frosted Flakes. You want to see what these are doing? Oh yeah, the other question I was gonna ask, being that you say you like an older cereal versus the newer cereal, do you feel like the recipe has changed? Like the golden grams that you grew
Yes.
up with are not the golden
Nope.
grams of today.
It's not.
So it's not your taste buds. It's the
No,
cereal.
it's a cereal. I think it's a cereal.
Yeah.
I mean, unless my taste, like back in the day, you used to eat Brussels sprouts.
True.
Now I do.
I
Right.
did.
So, I mean,
I don't think I ever knew what a Brussels sprout was, but now.
oh, I did. Brussels sprouts, beets.
But everybody
green.
can't make stuff right though.
But I'm eating it now from the same person that I didn't eat it from before, my mom. Like, it is what it is. And I guarantee you, she's putting less salt in it now than she was back in the day. And I'm eating it now. Maybe it was too salty.
Yeah.
I don't.
I think with our taste buds mature over time, but as far as cereal is concerned, we just gonna have to see. It has to be a bowl, please.
There you go.
Kellogg's.
I'm ready too.
I'm scared of this. I don't really normally like when Kellogg's does other stuff outside of Frosted Flakes and whatever they normally do. Their flagship cereal. When they do other stuff.
I will say this. I have not eaten breakfast, and it's a little later on in the day. So, the cereal is either going to be the greatest cereal ever, and that probably means it's like just mid. Or it's gonna be just mid, and it's gonna be the worst cereal ever. Okay, so.
I don't like the way they smell off the rip, off the muscle. I hate it.
It don't smell bad. It
It's
smells
kind of different, dog.
artificial.
Definitely. I can't stop eating. It's weird. It's like almost flavorless, but then it got a little aftertaste.
The aftertaste is definitely a donut.
Yeah, but the original taste is like air.
You have to get to
The aftertaste is fire. That's why I keep eating them. Cause I'm trying to get to it. They don't have no taste up front. Maybe the milk bring up that up front taste.
I think it's because it's like a puff. The puff, like a, almost like a kick.
Poofy balls.
I don't know. This is a good cereal without the milk.
No, I'm saying, man.
I don't know.
You want me to pour your milk?
I do.
That's crazy.
Is it?
A little bit. What if I don't know how much you want? You gonna tell me when to stop?
Good. See how easy that was.
Good face.
Okay, let's see.
We're gonna run through a little get to know you section too, since you new around here. Shout out new right here. Shout out to that boy Danny Digital. He'll be back in here in a minute. I don't think he was feeling so hot today. Let's see. Nope, nothing. What do they taste like?
I like them.
Mm. we got a little get to know you section while we eat cereal. Normally we ask the guests, but since we got a new host, she's gonna have to answer the question and sit in the hot seat a little bit.
I can't eat you. Bomb falling out my mouth. Bomb falling out my mouth. Yeah, you see that bomb falling out my mouth?
Almost got him.
Almost got him.
Almost got him.
But it did fall.
Balls falling out your mouth is crazy.
I'm like, maybe you should cut that part.
Alright. What's your favorite meal of the day? Breakfast, lunch, or dinner? Is it the type of food or the time of day?
It's the type of food first. I'm not a breakfast person. I literally drink coffee in the morning and gotta wait till lunch to eat. And then dinner, I feel like it's too late to eat. Like, I don't know. But I definitely like lunch. I definitely will not miss lunch ever.
So basically, it's because of the time of the day.
It is time of the day, but it is also the food, because my favorite food is, first would be Southern food. Like, anything you have on Thanksgiving.
No, why when I was thinking lunch, I was thinking like chicken nuggets and shit. Like,
I'm really grown, man.
What else?
Not no chicken nuggets.
But then you start naming dinner type food. But you like eating dinner type food in the middle of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the time of day for you.
What's lunch supposed to be? Because my son be doing the same thing. Because the time of day equates to the food, but it also equates to the type of food he eats too.
Like
So I'm like,
like
go eat the chicken in the fridge. He was like, I'm gonna eat that for dinner. I want lunch right now. He wants a sandwich.
Right.
Okay, so it's definitely dinner food is my favorite food. But I like to eat it early. If I can eat dinner at 4 in the afternoon, 4 or 5, like that'll be
5 is
perfect.
kind of dinner time to some people.
Yeah, that's okay. So that's my favorite type of food.
Favorite time of the day to eat cereal?
Late night.
Definitely. Don't feel like cooking, making too much a mess.
No, not a time where you're supposed to cook. Like come back from the club.
Yeah, I'm saying like late night too.
A little, if you a little tipsy, cereal's gonna be the best food. That's when I like eating cereal. 2 o'clock in the morning.
Alright. If you could eat cereal with anybody, dead or alive, cereal in conversation, who you having the ball with?
Dead or alive. If I could eat cereal with anybody and I would sit down and just have a real conversation, it would have to be like Steve Jobs. Somebody who could possibly put me on or give me a winning method. Not necessarily like, I don't want to, create the next internet or anything like that, but what should I focus on, and what does he think is the next step? What's gonna produce something for me to really make some real money?
Alright. Peanut butter jelly time. When making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, do you prefer a spoon or a butter knife?
A knife.
Damn, I thought we were friends. I feel so betrayed. Tell me more. Who
The
are you?
spoon and the peanut butter too?
Yeah.
How do you get it? How do you like?
Right.
Spoon right here.
Get the corner of that bread, yeah.
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 Oh, so you do scoop from the front and not the back.
Scoop, yeah, man.
Peanut butter too?
Yeah, I do the jelly first.
Oh, and do you use the same spoon?
Yeah, because the jelly is easy to rinse off.
Oh, you rinse the spoon first. Okay. Well, because I was saying, I use 2 knives.
You don't like them to touch, except for in the sandwich.
You don't want to leave jelly in the peanut butter, and you don't want to leave peanut butter in the jelly.
That's a fact.
One goes in the fridge and one goes in the cabinet.
That's a fact. Speaking of which, do you keep your ketchup in the refrigerator or the cabinet?
Cabinet. No. Wait. Ketchup in the fridge.
Okay. We're back again.
It still says it's on the thing that says keep refrigerated. I don't understand why people put all that tomato sauce. It's whatever.
Hey, let me tell you, my mom see ketchup in the refrigerator, she's gonna be upset. I didn't grow up like that, but as soon as I bought my first bottle of ketchup from my own place, it went in the refrigerator. That's where it go.
They say keep refrigerated, so.
I don't know if it does, honestly. I've been trying to find it.
For some ketchup.
I've been trying to find it so I can put it on blast, but I haven't been able to find it. All right, what's your favorite curse word or phrase?
Fuck.
That's it, straight up.
And any variation. The fuck.
The fuck.
You got me fucked up. The fuck you think? Fuck. I will say that word so much. And I use it at work, which is really, really bad. I feel like, the fuck you thinking? But this cereal is actually good. It does get soggy though.
I got my own opinion about it. We'll give some feedback here in shortly. What's your favorite corner store snack? The little hood snack corner store.
The chips, the sweet heat chips,
Okay.
and a white chocolate Kit
Together.
Kat. Yeah,
Bet.
I even drink a water with it to be healthy.
Hilarious. What type of water?
It ain't Aquafina or Deer Park. I gotta tell you that much.
Alright. I got another one. We're kind of in the social media area. I don't know if we're transitioning right now with the ending of TikTok potentially. I don't think it's going nowhere, but we'll see. Do you feel like social media is killing relationships or does it help build relationships?
Both. Both. I feel like it kills weak relationships. I also feel like social media will give you the attention that you didn't get before. And if that's the case, you don't know how to deal with. So if you're the type of person, and it could be male or female, if you walk out the house, you can be in a hoodie, you can be dressed real nice, you can be any kind of way. If you don't get attention like that outside in real life, that social media attention will inflate your head to the point where you think you're getting more than what you really are. I'm gonna tell you this, the man, anyway, social media, they gonna holler at anything. You could look good, you could look bad, they still gonna jump in your inbox. So
Well, I think it's a lot easier to just shoot a shot on social media versus actually in person and speaking to somebody. Like,
I've had people see me in person and then jump in my inbox was like, I
seen you. I seen you today.
And I'm like, okay. Why you didn't speak? Oh, I'll speak to you next time. I wasn't sure that was you. Oh yeah, you did, because that's why you jumped straight into my inbox. I've had people take pictures of me from afar in the corner and send it to me. This you? Yes, this is me. You know that's me.
That's kind of scary. You know what I mean? On some level. That's why I don't put a lot of stuff on social media, because I'm like, yo, I realized a long time ago, people be like, so how was such and such this weekend? I'm like, how the fuck you know where I was at? And I'm like, oh, I posted this shit. And I'm like, but it's like they won't necessarily interact with your post, but they got an eye on, they see what you're doing. So it's like.
My folks be telling me, don't post where you at until you leave.
All day.
You.
Because it's serious like that.
Folks will pull up on you real quick.
Yeah, I always feel like on some levels, like on personal, it can kind of take a hit, but it's good for building business relationships. So I've definitely been
that
able
second part of it.
to interact with people I probably wouldn't have without social media.
Networking on social media is so like easy, a lot easier.
Yeah, because you almost can build a rapport with somebody before even meeting them, just off of knowing what. There's some people, kids I done grew up with. I'm like, oh, he's there at this age now. I'm like,
I can't believe it.
I feel like an uncle or something. Yeah.
You got that Facebook auntie status,
Yeah.
Facebook uncle status. Yeah.
That's crazy. Alright. You know, I added this question. I'm just going to ask you because this might be hilarious. When we had first came out of the whole C word thing, what did they call it? When we couldn't go nowhere.
When we was on lockdown.
Yeah. What that called? Didn't they have a name for that?
I don't know.
But anyway, I was thinking.
I just don't like being told what to do.
In the worst case scenario, do you think that you could live with your ex?
Which one?
Pick one.
There's ones I could live with.
Okay.
There's ones I couldn't live with. So it depends on which one.
Okay.
And do we gotta be together? Like, do we get back together, or can we just live in the same? Can we
just
roommates? Like forever?
I don't know. That is for the time frame on it.
Give me like 6 months to a year. Yes, possibly, but not forever.
Alright, last and certainly not least. How long do you think is the proper amount of time before a gentleman goes in for the butt grab, like after the date?
Okay, so.
Because I just feel like I feel like there's a certain amount of time where you can get friend zoned if you don't make your intentions clear, and then
you
can go too early with that. Like whoa. So I was just wondering.
I feel like people just don't pay attention to the vibes. Like it's all about attraction. Like so I've gone out with ugly people. Like I don't believe I'm ugly, but I physically unattractive people to me.
Right.
They could be physical. No, don't get me wrong. They could be physically attractive to someone else.
Right.
Just they weren't to me. But I was physically attracted to them. But through possibly friends, talking to them, their personality made the physical attraction not like as important. Yeah. You're the sweetest person, you're the nicest person, you like I'm getting something from you that I don't get from anybody else that I look at and say, oh, they look good, right. But they're like some real shitty people out here, right? You could go out and like a person, or you cannot. I've been out.
But the time frame doesn't necessarily, it's just the vibration.
Yes, because I've had a butt grab on first date, and I'm like, shit, you want to do another one? Like, does it feel big? Because I know it's not. But then I've also been out maybe 2 or 3 times with someone who will kind of try to slide, and then you're like, oh, what are we doing? Like, that's not what we do here. Right. And it's because the vibes aren't right, or it takes, I think, after the first date outing, you know if you like somebody, right? But sometimes it takes the second outing, because the first time it's nerves. Like, you could be nervous. They could be nervous. The conversation could be like, I would say it, but he might see it.
No face. No face.
So you just make up stuff so you could try to start a conversation and be like, maybe he was nervous. Let me give it another go.
Is that like a sign that maybe, maybe I get where it could be nervousness, but it's like maybe the vibe. Did we not talk enough before we went out if there's that nervousness?
That's what I feel too, but at the same time, like, I always believe in trying something once, and then before you can say you don't like it, right? You gotta try it. You can't say I don't like something if I ain't tried it. But dating, that first impression is a lot, but if somebody's that nervous, or you assume they're nervous because maybe the conversation over the phone was a whole lot better than the conversation in person. I will give them a second opportunity to get over that. But after that second time, it's a wrap. Like, I'm not entertaining what's not for me. I'm old enough to realize that if it ain't for me, it ain't for me. Why do I entertain something I can eat?
Hello. I just had cereal. Hey.
I just had cereal. Like, I can afford my own meal, so I don't.
You did a good cereal to milk ratio. I got a little bit more cereal.
Oh no, mine was good. And I wanted to sit there. You want some more cereal?
No, that box stuff.
Like, we get second bowl?
Yeah.
Oh.
You absolutely can.
And like I said, I don't know if I'm hungry for real or this cereal was good.
Definitely hungry for real.
The cereal was pretty good though. The only problem is it kind of got soggy a little bit too quick, and then it turned into a mush, a sweet mush.
So we have a 0 to 5 bowl rating system, half a bowl, anything in between, not anything, only wholes and halves. Okay. Frosted Flakes glazed donut holes, glazed originals. What would you say you give the glazed?
I'm gonna give it a 3.5.
3.5? You did like it.
I I did. I really did. I was surprised that I would like it, but I do like it.
That's why it's good to have 3 people here so you can get a wide variety because I didn't like it at all. I'm going to give it a solid 2.
2?
Yeah.
That's an F.
No me gusta. I like them better dry, actually. I could get to that.
That's where they got the extra half. I was gonna give them a 3, but they got the half because it's
Most
a
people
good
don't
little-
eat cereal dry.
Who
I mean,
knows?
you put them in a little Ziploc bag to go. These might be good to like make something like how they do the Rice Krispie treats or something.
I don't think they'd be good like that either.
Because of the shape. The shape is
The
weird.
shape is already real sweet in my opinion because it's got a glaze and not a sugar
like-
taste.
Yeah. I don't like it. I give it a solid 2. But if I was basing it just off a dry, I'd be closer to 3. I'd be willing.
I was more on 3 and I went to 3.5 due to the dry
You're
factor.
very forgiving.
Yeah,
Very
that dry
forgiving.
factor. And then I like
Most people don't like it dry. To be honest with you.
I
I'm gonna be perfectly real.
Okay, never mind. Let's not discuss that.
Most people want the wet cereal, but anyway. Hey, let us know what you guys think. Have you tried the glazed donuts from Frosted Flakes? Let us know in the comments. Let us know what you would rate them. How many bowls would you give these? And we'll see how we're gonna do this next time. And we got some more cereal and more things for. I don't know if we're gonna be here every week, but we're gonna be back here more consistently, at least twice a month. Or you're gonna be seeing us, so it is what it is. I'm out of here though. See you guys soon. Any last words?
Nice meeting y'all.
Peace.